Oh, wow. Already started. Okay. Welcome. Didn't know it started. All right. Welcome uh, to another episode. Let me turn this around here. Okay. I have had a lot of deliveries here lately. Yay, me. Um, there is my batteries, my insulation. Let's see. Uh, my accumulator pump for the water. Um, a few other goodies hidden around in here. There's some more stuff coming today. Also got the usual stuff, you know. Yeah, my electrical under there. There's the power inverter, blah, blah, blah. But remember when I did the foam board for insulation? Well, I went and bought some more. I had this epiphany, okay? It's this board stuff right here. Right? Okay. Now, this stuff right there is pretty cool because I also realized I'm not a very good cameraman, so I have this tripod thing, so maybe that'll help some. Here we go. Let's see if I can do it with the tripod thing. This will make sense. Maybe. Anyhow, these boards are perfect. Perfect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that big hole out, and it's going to come out about that far. I don't know if you can tell from here, about that far. So it's going to come out and come down. And they're made out of fiberglass. Well, they're fiberglass boards. So, and there's been some progress and some changes and some stuff. So, here we go. All right. I'm going to have to take things back out when I'm really building, but here's how it goes. So, let's see. Start from the front here. Fireplace is going to go right there, fake fireplace, and then storage. And I'm going to use these same boards, so lightweight, as cabinet fronts. Okay, I'm going to frame it in, they're going to be pretty. Okay, TV's going to probably go over there. Yeah, so I got my bench seating. I can't tell how. My bench seating in right here and back there. This is the door that's going to go on this cabinet. The stove is going to go there. Okay. Window's going to go right there. There's my kitchen cabinets and countertop there. Okay. Bench seat comes all the way over to here. Okay. Now Jeff was so nice to give me a crapper, so I got a crapper that I'm going to figure out where it's going yet. There's my sink. That's going to go right where the crapper is right now. Okay, and then the window's going to go there and there. I'm trying to make a decision on this air conditioner. I got to verify if it even works like the compressor in the van part. Otherwise, it'd already be one way or another. But anyhow, this bed frame right here, I am going to build a lift bed. I'm going to build it. I've already got my actuator motor and stuff. Now, it'd be easier if that thing was gone, but whatever. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is popping up the roof. Open it up, because I got to cut it anyhow, right? Open it up to where, let's see if you can see this. I hope you can see this. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to put you on the counter here for a second. And maybe you can see me, maybe you can't. We'll find out. Anyhow, hope you can see me. So, right here, all this, the bed, right now is going to go across this way. Alright, but it's going to go up. Boom. Now if I can move that, it'd be even better. But because of the height of the mattress and the mechanisms and whatnot, I really want to go higher. So there's a possibility that I can go put it here, and only mess up one of the supports. Okay, but if I do that, I'm going to pop it up to where the bed goes fully up, so the whole entire bed goes up into this opening that the comes right up to where the ceiling matches with the ceiling. Boom, you don't even see it, just protrusion up there. Now when you lower the bed, boom, that whole area, there'll be a skylight on top of there, and possibly this window on one of them, maybe on the back, whatever. Yeah, probably on the back with a skylight there, and then my mechanism, motor and stuff, and the controls, of course, will be down here. That's the thought process. I figure if I gotta do all this damn fiberglass, I might as well do all this damn fiberglass. So why mess around? So I've got most of my measurements for the windows. As you can see, this one, get up here. Window's going to go something like that. Okay, only it's going to protrude out. I don't know, from there. I haven't measured it, probably 3 inches. Probably a good 3 inches. I haven't finished my measurements yet, but then that's going to be recessed. So when it's recessed, all that becomes extra storage and things of that nature. And same with over on this side. These windows, they seem to be like down lower. They're longer and lower. So that changes some of the, it changes a little bit of the measurements to get both sides to look correct and aesthetic, like, they're the same size out and down on both sides. Yes, that one would be longer, but yeah. So that portion of it I have to kind of figure out my measurements for, so that it looks appropriate. But otherwise, we got it. Now then I forgot to mention, there's the dual recliners, love seat, that this was in my house, okay? Let's face it, and this was in my apartment, and this was used in someone else's place, and this came out of an RV. So, with all that being said, we bought a powered love seat recliner stuff the other day, so this is going to be in here. That's going to be our couch and stuff. If I pull it off right, we'll still get some storage. We'll still get some storage because we still got to have clothes and stuff. We'll get there. It's going to be like over there or whatever, a closet and stuff. I will get there. I'm not done with that yet. Bear with me. I'm probably going to do some interesting things to make that happen. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool because, yeah, MacGyver it is stuff. So anyhow, that's where we are right now. And I'm going to a festival this weekend. I'm leaving Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I'm leaving Thursday, so I have to get the other van ready. So I'm not going to get much work done because I really don't want to open up the walls and then go out of town. That's dumb, right? Do it when I'm in town. I'm only going to be in town like 2 weeks. Not even, no. I'm going to be there and gone. I'm going to go to the festival, come home, and I think a week later, back to another festival. Yay. So, I'm also thinking about these boards for ceiling panels, okay, instead of the bead board. I have bead board that I was going to use, and I have a lot of stuff that I was going to use I don't need to. Anyhow, but I was going to use the bead board for the ceiling, but if I'm doing space age, use this for the ceiling. It's the sky, it's the universe out there, right? I just don't want to make everything too dark, so I don't want to do them on the walls. I want to try to keep it light, because lighter colors makes everything appear bigger than it is. You didn't hear that from me. So that's where we stand with this, and I also have permission to utilize some of this stuff, and this stuff is badass stuff. It's solid, holy shit, solid heavy. So I don't really want to use too much of that stuff, but I might tear down some of that stuff for finishing trim, and maybe even for the cabinet doors. Yeah, let's see, because it can stain real well too, you know. That was back in there. That could stain real well too. Yeah, so, and that's the color of my floor. So, yeah, as you can see how things change and evolve, it's never ending. But I do also have to figure out my solar panels versus that pop-up. But there's my framing wood for the bed frame and stuff right there. So I think I'm going to get nothing done today. It's 150 degrees out here. But anyhow, that's where we stand with this right now. And I hope my cameramanship was a little bit better than normal. Maybe this tripod does help. So yeah, stay tuned for the next the next episode, whatever. And yeah, either way you look at it, I'm building this bed frame, so I might as well just build this bed frame. Either way you look at it, I'm doing it. So when I do it, then I'll figure out how to make it fit. How about that? How about that? Because I don't want to cut open the walls today. And I'm still debating about that emergency hatch, because number one, it's nice to have emergency hatch, but either way it'd be on my way. But because that would also start where I would start the bed if I had to go that way. If I had to leave the air conditioner, that line right there, as I go zip, 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 zip. As you can see, I started measuring something else, right? And then I looked and said, oh, wait a minute. And I put the cover on this to figure out that, hey, no, you can't do it there. Because I thought I was gonna clear it. But then, no, not with the cover on there. So now I have to, so I might as well come all the way the hell out to there. So, not as simple and easy as it sounds. Yeah. All right. Well, let me get to work. I don't even know what time it is. It's about 1 o'clock, I guess, or something like that. All right. Let me get to work. Hardest part of the day. All right. Have a good day, people.